Yeah. Overseas with it. Niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas think they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Slipping on my pimpin', nigga, never that. Always had more women than bitches, nigga, roger that. Money is the root of all evil, get the fuck back. We been brainwashed from a fetus just to get scrapped, scratch that. Now I'm on a mission just to get dope. Physical or crypto, from the 9 to 5 or a kick dough. When shit get cold, like the hometown of Klitschko. Vladimir, your boys out of here with the sick flow. Now I ain't no rushing, but I'm rushing through this budget. I turn the booth into a gun, raise the way I'm busting. I caught the whole onion, then I got it from my cousin. In and out of traffic, toe tagger, we be hustling. I understand the shine first and realize your time worth. Can't be rich until you enrich your mind first. But I'ma be ignorant with my black ass and probably swipe my black card to blind black man. Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. That moolah, that cheese, that fettuccine, that guala is what a nigga after, so holla at me tomorrow. I'm looking for investors to throw some bread at the startup. Straight to the top, I'm cream of the crop with the product. Money isn't everything, but in this society, you gotta have funds to have fun, so don't lie to me. 153 million in fucking lottery. World keep spinning, I just mold it like fucking pottery. Fuck that poverty shit, my niggas gotta get rich. Hip hop over everything like hippopotamus clicks. Niggas wanna hate, that be on some anonymous shit. People wanna relate, they wanna be a part of my clique. We are not with the shits, the toilet did not get fixed. All less fail, every door come off the hinge. $1 million in my bank account, the sweetest revenge. 75% in the savings making some sense. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah.
Man, Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey, Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family? Man, y'all already see the title, man. We going right at it, man. We ain't got no choice at this point, man. It's flagrant. Off the chain. We not haters. We damn participators. Man, let me shout out the people, man, the loyal followers and supporters, man. It's always important to support them, man. Omar Reed, man, appreciate you in the discourse, man. Y'all want to get in the discourse, you guys send a damn email, man. We're going to critique whether's worth it, whether it's worth you being around us in our community, in our army, putting protection on the Black community. Simple as that, man. We mean what we say, and we say what we mean. We back it up. We support it by sources. We support it by giving you the proper information so that you don't be naked out here when the charlatans come amongst you. We ain't dealing with the flim flam, bim bam boom, and we sure as hell ain't dealing with the misinformation, disinformation, charlatan type. And so we got to find a way to deal with these issues, and we might as well start at the top. I was once told, when you're trying to get to a cave bear, you don't tip in. You run in with the weapons, howling, screaming, kicking the door in, kick door policy. That's how that's done. Don't run in, creep in, let them know you coming. So we definitely coming. Absolutely. Not getting viral, right? And we make sure we show this material here so when YouTube look, they say, well, wait a minute, this is okay. Okay. Molecular biology, volume 1. Right. This is what we use. These are the sources we use. It's not only volume 1, it's volume 2. Look it up. Go ahead and spend yourself $100 a piece, right, to get this material. Okay. Vincent Roccanella. All right. Jane Flint. Anne Marie. Yeah. Volume 2. Man, learn to dig 2 pits. Appreciate you, bro. Supreme, I see you, man. J Commander. Supporter. Smalls. Supporter. Omar Reader. Supporter. Professor X. What's good? A supporter. D. Hampton. Pseudo Killer Official. Muhammad, I see you. Let the people come in a little bit, man. We're going to get in, get out. Miss, Excite One, I see you. Keenan Wright, man, I see you. Man, let's get right into the thing, man. Let the people come in, man. Man, y'all know how we do. We hit the Cash App early and often. That's how we do it around here, man. Gideon Block, man, I see you, man. TN, I see you, man. Miss Bennett, I see you. Pseudo Killer Army. Willie Daniels, what up, Doc? I see you. Got to make sure we keep the sources at the forefront. So spots like YouTube, where we station that, man, don't think that we the pseudos. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's morning time, y'all. I ain't even grabbed my coffee. It's in the brewer, though. So what is it that brings us here? We reacting to videos, man. We reacting to the top-notch, high-level pseudos. And they're disappearing and popping up on very, very popular platforms. Matt HOFFA, that's one of the platforms I watch. Go ahead and support that, brother. But I'm trying to figure out, why is it that when they bring on a brother like Rizza Islam, they don't in turn bring on the definitive side that will correct what he's saying. It's not a religious conversation. It's not a speculation conversation. It's not none of that. It's a conversation that deals with objective truth. Matt, I expected more out of the program. Gotta find a way to get up on these platforms, man, to combat the disinformation. We know there's a difference between disinformation and misinformation. Misinformation is you got something wrong. Disinformation that you willfully doing it and you know it's wrong, but you promote it anyway. That's where Brother Islam is. And if they think that's taking a shot, then y'all know what it is, because it's not taking a shot, because we armed with the sources. And so there was a question asked, and I want to play the video. There was a question asked by one of the co-hosts, and he got a wild answer. What I'm saying is, maybe they knew he was flim, flam, bam, bam, booming, or maybe they didn't. I'm feeling like they were ill-equipped for the conversation that Rizza Islam brings at high levels. He's a dedicated pseudo. Look up the term if you don't know what it is. I mean, he's dedicated to his approach to promote disinformation at high levels. He ain't no joke. The way his wordplay, the way he speaks, his demeanor, the way he uses the real estate, the intellectual real estate between your head, right? The way he manipulates it and moves it and slides it and compartmentalizes it, puts it over here. The way he takes advantage of your love for black people, your love for African people, the way he takes advantage of the ills that Europeans have presented to the African American community. He takes advantage of all of that. And everything is a conspiracy. And everybody is trying to kill us. He actually gives Europeans more props that's not even due. Let me say this again. He overinflates Europeans' ability to control us. He makes them the Incredible Hulk. He makes them undefeatable. He makes them unapproachable. And when you get him stuck, he comes up with a conspiracy. This is high-level pseudo tactics. And I often wonder why we don't get it when there's moments in history that everything you said prior to that becomes obsolete. Well, let me give you an example of when things go obsolete. Now, just because something goes obsolete, that doesn't mean it just boom disappears. Doesn't mean that. What it means is that at this point, there's no excuse, there is no reason for you not having the particular thing. You got to have it. So let's talk about ships, wooden ships. Europeans controlled the seas. They had sails, large sail ships, intercontinental ships, global. So at that point, if you was trying to get on the ocean with a riverboat, the riverboat was obsolete. We know the Africans led the way in sailing in the Nile Valley. They had the first ships that was in the Mediterranean, produced, quote unquote, excellent sailing vessels and navigation. We know this. We know that in Nigeria, they got some of the oldest riverboats that go back to approximately 8,000 years. We know this. But those riverboats became obsolete when the Egyptians had the ships that could sail the Mediterranean. And those Mediterranean ships became obsolete, right, when the intercontinental ships came into play. Now, we understand the Vikings and how they actually sailed to America with their ships. They was top-notch sailors with top-notch equipment. And the thing that made the Viking boats so special that they could navigate rivers and the ocean, top-notch. But when I'm talking about things being obsolete, let me give you a better example. When the first ship that was made with that metal bottom, that metal hull, the wooden ships became obsolete. When that first cannon blew up on the shores of Africa, boom, spears became obsolete. And you best be trying to get a cannon and you best be trying to get a gun. Although the spears still work super well for long periods of time after that, although throwing rocks was top notch, those things were now officially obsolete. Let us come to the conversation. When Martin Luther King him and the high-level intellectual lawyers, Thurgood Marshall, so thorough, first black man in the Supreme Court. When these brothers and other Europeans went at the highest court in the land and defeated the Europeans at their own game. All conversations after that, talking about what you can do, what you can't do, were rendered obsolete. Wasn't no black people in the highest court of the land. Not one. No black people in the Supreme Court. That was a all white people thing. And they got defeated at their own game. So what it showed us was that, dog, we can play the game at the highest level with the best of them. And anything you talking prior to that is malarkey, baloney, and damn obsolete. So when Rizza Islam paints this wild picture of the helpless black man in North America and how they always going to get us to kill us, how they going to do this, he's giving you an obsolete conversation. He's rendering judgments based off of what they was doing in the 50s, the 40s, and the 30s. Man, he is wild for that. Not only wild, super wild. AJ Gaskin. I like to call him Getting Money AJ Gaskin from Birmingham. He was the one that helped finance the civil rights movement. He didn't particularly agree with marching and putting the young babies out on display, which was actually a top-notch tactic at the time because it caused the world to say, that's wild. Other people fighting, sidebar, other people fighting to move forward against oppression could take a page out of the book of the African Americans' struggle in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Take that page. Might have been far better for the conflict, war that they having in the Middle East, for the people that was being oppressed, to show the world what that actually looked like. Before making a decision to go to war. So let's play the clip. Shout out to Kyle. It's my man right there. In real life. Not YouTube life. Hey, Kyle, we going to the gun range, yo. Me, Kent, and Sosa, man. I'm going to call you when I get up. We going to the gun range, bro. We going to see who can shoot. I'm accurate. I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm shooting. That's what I'm saying. Hey, look. Let me play the clip, right? Let's play the clip and listen to the obsolete mindset and how the panelists, the group of individuals, the podcast I respect, how I feel like they were ill-equipped. Now, they might come back and say, well, we didn't want to, champ. Nah, man, come on, man. There's a way to have a proper discourse and challenge people, man. And I'm never going to have a platform that I can't challenge an individual. Yeah, maybe we need to tweak it a little bit better. Yeah, I get it, for people watching all that. But I'm never letting you come on here and say something wild without me saying, bro, that's wild based off of this, and this. This is how the conversations have to go, because we have to have a certain level of responsibility when we're coming for material for the black community and when we're presenting material that could potentially get us killed, dog. You got to be responsible. Like, I'm not up here promoting black people selling dope, because that's definitely going to get you killed or get you locked up or put you in a position to kill somebody else. Hell, getting high these days off of heroin is wild. Every bag you sniff could be your last damn bag. For real. People dying, ODing. So it's my responsibility to say, whoa, bro. We ain't glorifying that because of this, and this, based off examples of the here, and here. It's better for you to go ahead and sell some damn hot dogs, get a hot dog full cart, yo. You can triple your profit as opposed to barely doubling your profit and have to give it back after they lock you up. There's a certain level of responsibility that we all need to take when we presenting information to the community. Entertainment is entertainment, but what he's talking about is not entertainment. So let's see. Let's roll the footage. Let's get on. Man, hit that Cash App early and often, man. Get this thing started right, man. Let's do what we need to do. All right. Let me share the screen. I heard these brothers speak before, man. They're intelligent brothers. Not gonna gig them on that. Okay, but let us rock this.
It's one of the fears I have with black leaders is that they're being brought or they're being fooled.
Mm-hmm.
More the second one than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people have their prices, and 9 times out of 10 I can't even judge. But like, I worry that the information you're disseminating.
Mm-hmm.
There's an affordable way to start living.
Man, hold on. One sec. Man, I go right into the daggone commercial.
There's one.
Man, boy, let me start over again. Y'all didn't even hear that. Hold on. Man, all right. Let me run it back. But I was on a good flow. It's all good. So that means y'all couldn't hear the video neither. Let me go back. Shout out to Kaba. I seen the call, shorty. Matter of fact, big up to Sister Kaba. Let me see. All right. Okay. So now we know that's the lie. That's the tell right there. The tell is, first of all, he's using the right words. After I vet. We know that he's not actually vetting anything. Then he says, after I locate that expert in that field, we know he has never located a virologist to support him. And then we also understand, even if he did locate a virologist that supported him, then we have to go to the consensus of the body of scientists that work in virology. See, we understand how science works. Science does not work off of one scientist. And even if he did, but I've never seen Rizza Islam bring a qualified virologist or immunologist that would support the wild claims that he talked about. So even if he did get you a virologist or immunologist or epidemiologist, even if he did, he would cherry pick the things that they say. He would mischaracterize what they're saying because he does not understand science. He has never transmitted science. Yeah, man, these brothers on this platform is vulnerable. They're either vulnerable, right, or just not saying anything. The brother asked a great question. Rizza Islam, in fine fashion, used proper words, but didn't mean none of that. Now, we prepared for that. We hear him talk about the word vet, right? Not a vet where you take your damn dog to, but a vet where you critique sources. We know this brother does not critique sources. How do we know? Because the things that come out of his mouth clearly shows that, one, he does not critique sources, vet sources. He does not understand the material. And he has an agenda. He has a subjective standpoint of view. He brings people his subjective truth filled with all of his biases based off of things that happened in the past. He's constantly bringing you things that happened in the past. Now, overemphasizing, misusing things that happened in the past is a damn red flag. Remember, I gave you that point where certain arguments became obsolete. He's giving you one of those arguments right now. He's going to go right into it.
So here's one thing that a lot of people may not realize. Brother Rizza doesn't just get out here and start talking. I don't, please don't.
Brother Rizza Islam, he does just get out here and start talking. He's at the bottom of the pyramid. He memorizes things, and then he memorizes bad information. He is just talking. Experts laugh at him. Those who are studied in science laugh at him. Those who are working on their scientific literacy and adhere to the rules and regulations of scientific literacy laugh at him. See, we got the tools around here to hear exactly what he's saying. We actually hear what he's saying. We've actually defined the words that he's saying. The people in the barbershop, man, they're not ready for that. Either they're not ready for it or they letting them slide. And if they letting them slide, that could be potentially dangerous. I respect that platform right there. I just find it right here. First of all, he talked about the word science and didn't expound on it at all. But he threw the word out there. Because we all know how powerful that word science is. So he's tricking you. He's causing you to cue into something. It's like having a conversation, just throwing the word God and such. So now the listener is thinking that at least you have some type of reverence for God. See, he's playing the game at the highest level right now. We're actually breaking down the conversation and showing what he's doing. Let me go back again. Did he use the word science to cue you in? We all know that science comes with empirical data. We all know the power of science. Everybody knows it. That's why they use the word. Creation science, Nation of Islam science, Egyptian science.
2, you have to be willing to die for it. 3, you have to be willing to sacrifice. 4, you have to be willing to be evil spoken. You got to go down the line. Because true. Yes, we've seen that. What studies? You don't make it to the White House watch list unless you're doing something. Forgive the ignorance if that has ever occurred. However, now, if that has ever.
He did say in the area of science, right? Put a 1 in the chat room if that's what that man said. I want to make sure I heard him right. I don't want to mischaracterize this. As for the area of science, and then he doesn't explain science. That's the tell. That's the tell. It's like when you're playing poker, you're on a person, when they all in, whenever you've been watching for a while, whenever they go all in, they might do something like that, right? That's a tell. That's a tell. He's used the word science. Why? Why would he use the word science and then not explain science? Y'all think I'm getting technical. I'm showing you how the conversations go. I'm showing you how they rock at the highest levels, man. I'm showing you how he's making love to your intellectual property between your mind, yo. Does a great job at it. That's his strength. Wordplay, phenomenal. The organizing of ideas, phenomenal. Giving you common sense ideas. He's having a common sense conversation with these brothers. He's giving them common sense. Well, you know, if they enslaved you, not saying that he said it today, I'm giving you an example. Well, if you know if they enslaved you, right, the potential was there for them to do it again. That's common sense. The hell with that happened so long ago, and so many measures are in place that ain't happening no more like that to us. They would have to do something new. The hell with all that. But the common sense is, they can do that, right? Let's see if he actually explains science. Or did he just use the word as a point of reference, understanding it's a word of power in the world today? He just got you again. So he on a damn watch list because he promoted disinformation during the damn pandemic. That's why he on the watch list. At least I know for sure that's definitely one of the reasons. Gotta watch him. Potentially putting people in a position to be harmed because, they promoted Navy beans as an accurate means of protecting yourself against a pathogen. Navy beans, and then they give you the CDC thing where the masks and all that and washing hands, which is, they use all that. They mix it, man. Truth and falsehood strangely mixed, bro. You don't have to have credentials to be on the watch list. You can just be a person that's flagrant with what you're saying and potentially pose a danger to the quote unquote public to get on the damn watch list. You don't gotta have no damn credentials to be on that. See the lie? See how he's swaying the conversation? See? Uh, uh, uh. Now you're on the soapbox. Let me get that commercial out.
Now you all of a sudden want to justify and tell me why we should. I have a problem with that. So if I give you 1,000 reasons why we shouldn't, you give me 2 why we should.
Okay, so here's the issue. Here's the problem. The word he used to start off the tangent, because it was definitely a tangent, was science. Science does not require you to trust anything or anybody. It's based off of trying to reproduce the studies and empirical data. We talked about what was science in the book Weird Earth. We read it. We talked about what it meant and how it was counterintuitive. So yes, it's counterintuitive that you would actually accept medical advice or actually accept vaccinations dealing with a government that was known to enslave you. So this whole conversation is counterintuitive. It's not common sense, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to attempt to use science, but yet he's talking about things in common sense. And that's how we know he's flim-flamming, bam, bam, booming. He on that soapbox rocking, yo. He having it, yo. He in a intellectual property right now, man. Oh, they think you're crazy. Oh, all the same stuff I could potentially say. Yo, they be thinking I'm crazy. We could all say it. So now, how do you determine the answer to the question that the brother asked him? How do you separate me from Rizza Islam? How do you separate Rizza Islam from the scientific community? What is it that'll help you understand that he flim-flamming? How you gonna get it? Man, you got to study, man. He hitting you with the old trick, the old Malachi York trick. He hitting you with the confidence trick. Yo, it's like a person come up and say, yeah, yo, and they start looking around. They be like, yo, I got this chain. The first tell is they looking around like, come on, yo, hurry up. They trying to speed you up to get this chain. Yo, I just stole this chain from the mall, yo. They'll be near the mall. Say, I just took this chain. Yo, give me such. They give you a number. What? I ain't paying that. Now, come on, yo, we got to hurry up. Give me $50, $75. Confidence. And it's a thing like this. Watch this, yo. This is what I learned. Shout out to my best friend, Jace Harris. Check this out. Shout out to Cody Mo. Another one of my best friends. This is what we learned from his father. If it's too good to be true, it's not true. I'm going to say this again. If it's too good to be true, it's not true. And don't go past that. I ain't got beat sense on the street using that. Brought a chain from a guy, thought it would end up being brass, because you can shine brass up real good and it look like it's gold. Price was wild, cheap. It just didn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense that we've been through the pandemic. None of us has died from a vaccine, but yet he's giving you information on why we shouldn't did it because it was going to kill us and we shouldn't have trusted him. Well, hell, at this point, we ain't had to trust nobody because we all here. We all back to work. We wouldn't even be back to work if we didn't have a vaccine or some medicines or working knowledge of the pathogen. Wouldn't have been back to work. Wouldn't be sitting there without no damn masses. Man, see what I'm saying? Yep, now I know you see what I'm saying. Let us get back. Huh. What they didn't tell you was the way to get your authentic history is through anthropology. Not from different group leaders fabricating history. Putting together half truths. First president was black. Wasn't no slaves coming from African America. What they didn't tell you in school, type books and material. What they didn't tell you is that there's actually a methodology to get the history of what this guy is trying to act like he's promoting. That's what they didn't tell you. They're sitting around listening to these leaders about your history wouldn't really serve you well. Because if his point is we need to have the history so that we can truly understand what we're up against, then damn, wouldn't we need to get the real history? Because if we get your rendition of history, it's only going to make us weak for what you're telling us, for what your particular group is telling us, whether it be the Moors, whether it be the Nation of Islam, whether it be any of these groups, the elbows. We can go down the line. Black Hebrew Israelites, Power Rangers, whatever it is, the way you tell the stories make us weak for what you trying to give us. And that's where the rubber meets the road for me. They're dishonest and they're disingenuous. We know damn well human beings ain't been on the earth in the cosmos for 76 trillion years. We know damn well that Yaakov, the big head scientist, wasn't doing no genetic splicing. We know damn well that African Americans wasn't no damn Egyptians, and we know damn well that African Americans wasn't no Hebrews. Knock it off. Not to mention African Americans sure as hell ain't the native population that some kind of way popped up over here based off the color of their skin. This is wild. How they gonna be able to combat that conversation right there, y'all? Let me run it for a couple more seconds, man. I'm gonna open up the panel, man. Cause yeah, I be saying, yeah, yo, because I remember getting got like that, yo. Talking about somebody sounding crazy, man. If this particular video got on one of them platforms, they'd be like, that guy, they would call me crazy. But there's a key word that he used. He used two words. He used science, which he used the word science and then talked about everything that was anti-science. Wow. He used the word trust. Science ain't got nothing to do with trust. Man, come on, yo. If you read enough information, man, you'll find out, yo, the scientists are actually the most trusted because you can only make one mistake. Have the data wrong and promote it, yo, then you lose your credibility, yo. That's why the scientists, right? They rely on the scientists themselves to be trustworthy, yo. Oh man, what you mean? Yeah, they're trusting that you actually did your due diligence to put out the data because they know it's going to get checked, triple blind, meaning that this data, you don't know where the data is going to be tested at, and when you get the data, right? Then they don't know where the data came from. So you don't get a chance to say that was the white person, that was the black. You just look at the data. That's how the system works. That's how the scientific method works. And you can bring up any example you want. Piltdown Man, stop it. I'm going to do a whole show on the Piltdown Man. They use that stuff against us. Man, yo, I'm telling you, bro, we going to sit there and we got them, yo. Like all that. Come on, man. Now your purpose is to miseducate black people. Now your purpose is to give us the flim, flam, bam, bam, boom. Come on, man. Nobody's really listening to that, man. Nobody who takes the time to read a good book. Nobody that takes the time to really dedicate themselves to really understand what the hell is going on around them in their environment. Nobody. Principles of Virology, 5th edition. If you're in a position like Rizza Islam is, if you're in a position like I'm in, you're supposed to buy this damn book and do your due diligence to read it. Videos in the book, everything, read through the chapters, right? And let's come right to here. Show you what he never did. He never picked up a textbook on virology. He doesn't understand. We did it yesterday. He doesn't understand what an immune system is. Part 1, the science of virology. Foundation. He could have just did that. Why we study viruses. Page 3. I want to get this right. Viruses are all around us, comprising an enormous portion of our environment in both number and total mass. All living things encounter billions of viruses, particles, every day. For example, they enter our lungs in 6 liters of air. Each of us inhale every minute. They enter our digestive system with the food we eat. They enter our digesting system with every bite we take. Wow. I'm sitting here trying to eat some food and digest it, and I'm digesting viruses. Who knew? And they are transferred to our eyes, mouth, and other points of entry from the surfaces we touch and the people for whom we interact with. That seemed like something you need to get right before you start telling people what to do and what not to do. Because that seemed like it's all around us. That seemed like we are invaded every minute of the hour by an invisible pathogen that you probably need to know about. Huh. Man, is it me? Man, let me drop this link, man. I'm just trying to figure out. You can't even take a bite of food without getting viruses. You can't even take a breath without piling your lungs up with viruses, and you're going to have people misinform you about it. Man, look, man, come on, yo. Like, that's something. You need to get that book. He need to have brought a book with him saying, yeah. Wow, yo, that's a trip, man. Man, hit that like button. Hold on 1 second, man. That's wild to me. What the hell are you doing, dog? Shit.
Overseas with it. Niggas claiming hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah, niggas think they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah, slipping on my pimpin', nigga, never that. Always had more women than bitches, nigga, Roger that. Money is the root of all evil, get the fuck back. We've been brainwashed from a fetus just to Vladimir, you boys out of here with the sick flow. Now I ain't no rushing, but I'm rushing through this budget. I turn the booth into a gun, raise the way I'm busting. I caught the whole onion, then I got it from my cousin. In and out of traffic, toll tagger, we be hustling. I understand the shine first and realize your time worth. Can't be rich until you enrich your mind first. But I'ma be ignorant with my black ass and probably swipe my black card to blind black man. Yeah, yeah. Niggas say they hot, where they money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck you, in that fake watch, where they money at? Yeah, yeah. Niggas say they hot, where they money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck.
Man, yeah, man, get them likes up, man. Took that little break, man. Get them likes up, man. Support the channel, man. Man, share the show, man. Got 103 people in the building, man. Where we growing right there, man. Get that going, man. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. Man, it's wild, man. Yeah, we are ready now. We are sophisticated in our approach to defeat the pseudos. You can't play with them. Kick door policy, man. Man, we work on our game. Simple as that. Kick door policy, man. You come up here, misconstruing words, mixing them up, man. Then let's just deal with the word in the conversation and keep it moving, man. Simple as that, man. We don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, but we know that man is flim-flamming. Our intellectual real estate between our head, right? That doesn't mean that he's not a good family man. It doesn't mean that. That means he is focused on miseducating you and he is definitely giving out dangerous information based off what the hell I just read in value 1 of Principles of Virology. Every time you breathe, you breathing in 6 liters of viruses. Every time you eat a piece of food, you digesting viruses. Man, come on, bro. So yeah, look, somebody gotta do something to make some daggone sense around here, man. Right? I don't even want to have a conversation with you about viruses, not unless you at least understand what I just read. I don't want to have a conversation with you not unless you at least understand basic fundamental understanding of what an immune system is. And let me top it with this right here. This is the thing that's super wild that Rizza Islam does. That's what he do. We had an hour. Man, where y'all at? Jump on the panel, man. Let me get my first call in here, man. If not, man, you know we out of here. So you got right here the CDC. This is Rizza Islam's go-to. CDC. What is the damn CDC? CDC mission and vision. First of all, the CDC is the nation's leading science-based data-driven service. You know that word he used? Yeah. So what science was he talking about? Driven data. It's a service organization that protects the public's health. That's all they do. Yeah, give me all the pseudo stories. Give me the real stories. Give me the mistakes. Give me all that. I'll take that. But I tell y'all what. No matter where the CDC was or how it started out, it sure as hell ain't where it was. And before you can convince me not to deal with the CDC, you would have to do this for me. You would have to lead the nation's science-based data-driven service organization, right, and protect the goddamn African-American public. At least. For me to say, I'm going to listen to you. Meaning I can't sit there and get sick based off what you told me, and then I got to call an ambulance or somebody got to call an ambulance for me. The very thing, man, and the very thing that we were saying we're not going to deal with be the very thing that picked me up. You're not going to have a Nation of Islam symbol on your daggone ambulance. You're not going to have a Morse Science Temple hat on the side of the ambulance. So now I got to go to the very thing we just talked crazy about. Just ignore it and put me in a position to deal with the very thing you say don't deal with. Come on, yo. How we doing that like that? It say for more than 70 years, we put science into action to help children stay healthy so they can grow and learn. and help families, businesses, communities fight disease and stay strong and protect the public health. And yeah, the Black community have had issues with this particular system, no doubt. Nobody runs through that. Matter of fact, you can type it in this website and get the truth behind what it was right here on this website. Tuskegee. Right here. You can read all about it. Might not be where we want to be, but we sure as hell ain't where we was at. Wow. Got a pseudo killer just dove on the platform. How you doing, Miss Tiff?
I am good. I must confess, I was not listening. So I was just holding the spot for a minute before you shut it down.
Oh, okay.
But,
pseudo killers are always welcome.
appreciate it.
Ain't that 80? Blind criminal crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Bobby Banger.
Good morning. Sunchild.
Sunchild.
Hey, good morning, grand rising, as they say. How y'all doing?
Grand rising to you.
When y'all say grand rising, I already know.
I'm doing good. How are you, Sunchild?
All is well, Miss Cliff. Thank you. I did that just so you could call me pseudo, brother. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, as soon as you say grand rising, I already know it's some vegetables and incense. Now I'm playing, man. Go ahead. What's going on your mind, though, brother?
Well, if you don't mind, I don't have anything on Brother Rizza or the virus. I'd rather stay out of that conversation. But there are other things on my mind with regards to spirituality and science, if you don't mind revisiting that topic.
No, it's not the show right now, bro. Because we're not even talking about actually the virus. We're talking about the way he's dealing and misinforming people. He didn't say anything about the virus. I did. I brought that portion up, right? And so the same way he misunderstands science, you actually misunderstand science. And our conversation is always based off of, like, I'm strictly saying there has to be separated. The two are incompatible for each other, bro. So
you mean
my pushback with
you mean science and spirituality?
Yeah, they're incompatible for each other. Absolutely.
Well, that's where I was going. I have a source here that says just about the very opposite of that, and I can show you where.
Of course.
And I can show you where spirituality and science are made compatible from a scientific perspective. Do you like to see?
No, yeah, I like to see, but I'm trying to tell you, I've read all those sources, brother, and I'm sitting there telling you that spirituality and science has to be separated, and it was those who had the ability to separate it that trumped those who didn't. So I have clear evidence. I have actual evidence. Right. So no matter what, let me finish. No matter what a person is writing after the fact, that actually doesn't even matter because we have clear evidence. Like we write in a sweet spot. Yeah, that religion and that science, man, they have to be separated, yo.
Okay, well, if you'll just, I'll only ask that you keep an open mind.
My mind is definitely open, but what I can't do, I can't open my mind to something that's already been taken care of. Like I can't have an open mind to you trying to tell me that vaccines don't work.
Well, again,
like the immune system, like the immune system doesn't need to run across the quote unquote pathogen to build immunity. Like I can't have an open mind to that. You're making me vulnerable to bad information. So I don't have a problem with listening to you and hearing what you're saying, right? That I don't have a problem with. So I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. But I don't want to bog down the whole conversation right now with African spirituality. That conversation already got beat up half to death.
Yeah, I'm certainly not going to refer to African spirituality, but if I'm reading an article, if you don't mind bringing it up, we can look at it. It's just at the introduction with regard to the compatibility of science and spirituality. The name of the article, if you'd like to type it in, is Spirituality as a Scientific Construct.
I'm not doing that, man.
Typically, Bobby will never, he's never, ever going to bring up your source for you. And, I'm just letting you know, trying to save you some, what do they call it, the kick door in policy? Like, I'm trying.
Okay, may I just, well, I'm not that tech savvy to where I've tried in the past and it hasn't worked for me as far as sharing a screen and so on.
Oh, wow.
May I just read from my source?
Why don't you just put the link in the chat? Why don't you do that? Copy and paste it.
Sure. Yeah, let's try that.
And while you're doing that, can I just comment on Rizza, the topic of the day, really quickly, to bring us back on topic? Bobby, you're muted.
If I get kicked out and doing this, I'll just come right back in after I put this link in the chat.
So you mean to tell me you can't use your spirituality to show you that you can just put this shit in the private chat? Your spirituality won't let you do that.
That's not spirituality. That's not spirituality. That's science and technology.
No. I'm saying, can your spirituality guide you to be able to put your source in the daggone private chat? Is that remotely possible? Because if you can't at least use it for that, then I'm just trying to figure out why you're doing it.
All right. Well, let me say a prayer and see what happens.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So back to Rizza. Mm-hmm. So I think that I was just talking to you about this before, and I think that he's on a train, like he's on autopilot. He's not going to like take back the stuff that he said. I think that's with a lot of people that have these really extreme, controversial conspiracy theory type of stances. I think a lot of them know what they're saying is a bunch of bull crap, but because it's their lane and they've got a huge following and they're probably getting a lot of money, they're not going to deviate from it. And that's problematic.
Yeah, you get a claim running around like that.
I made a comment under that video, that HOFFA video. I did make a comment, and I said, "You mean to tell me everybody here is taking what he's saying hook, line, and sinker?" I don't think I've gotten a reply yet, so I'm still waiting on somebody to respond to that.
Ah, man, it's just, man,
I don't understand that. It's got to be some other people within the community that's not this community, that's what the so-called Black community in America, that can see through what he's see through him.
Yeah, they just ignore him. Yeah, they just think he on the list. They feel like you should be able to read the list. They're showing that he's disseminating the misinformation. There's 9 people disseminated wild information during the pandemic, and they feel like you should have access to that list, and you should respect the list. But if they built in a system to tear down your mechanisms and understanding how it's wild, because that's what they do. He focused on breaking down the mechanism, just like Billy Pseudo. He focused on the mechanism of the word pseudo and said it was actually a spell. So now he got you thinking that the word pseudo is a spell. So let's not use that word. It's just crazy how they do what they do, It's right there. I see it. I mean, I just see him. I see how they doing it, man.
Yeah, he was making it like it was a badge of honor to be on that list. I was
right. Yeah, that's cool. Right. On the nut list. It's a badge of honor to be on the nutcracker list.
Talk about spin doctor. He spent that whole thing around.
Boy, he's good at that. That's what he's good at doing. Yeah, he's good at doing. How your spirituality working out for you, brother? Where you at?
Did you pray, Sunchild? Is it working out?
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he didn't kill himself, fell off.
Let's see if anybody else wants to come up here.
What I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find my source.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it. Definitely get it. Doobie.
Yeah, but I don't like that guy. He get on my nerve.
Oh,
that really? Rizza get on my nerve.
Yeah, he be playing. He be in there playing, yo.
It's just
a
unmitigated gall.
Yeah, he be playing, yo.
Let's see what these likes are doing while we waiting. While he's fine. Let me see what we got here. So we have 57 likes with 92 people in. Can we get the likes up, y'all? Come on. The likes match the views. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Thumb it up, thumb it up, thumb it up.
Yeah, I don't know why I cannot get into this thing right here, man.
He's still doing that, so I'm gonna shout out some people. Shout out my sister Juju, Brass, Rastaman, Gideon, Miss Lisa Bennett, Shakina Ra. Who else I'm gonna shout out? Omar Reed. Let me see. Peace Barn Dog. All right, thank y'all. Y'all gave us 10 more likes. That's great. All right, let's see if we can get 10 more.
Hey, am I back in?
Oh,
yeah, you ain't went nowhere.
Okay. My apologies.
Did you pray?
I was unable. Yeah, I was able to post a link in the regular chat, but not in the back chat.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah, man.
The regular chat, not the back. What?
Yeah, you sound.
You
crazy.
can't even post a link in the
post
regular chat.
in the regular chat. You definitely unable to do that. Yeah, you
Okay.
You might need to pray some more.
Yeah, you gotta pray some more. Get your literacy level up on that. Like
Yeah.
you got a chance to get me. Yeah, I'm telling you, I read all that. You got plenty of people to say that. But when the rubber meets the road, yo, it end up being incompatible.
Well, it's not too much to ask, brother. Again, the name of the article is Spirituality as a Scientific Construct.
He's really gonna try to make Bobby look up his source. I told him Bobby don't look up people's sources.
Show killer.
Bobby don't do that.
Bring that up.
Just
no, I ain't gonna let him
alone.
bonafide. I think he got about 10 seconds on here. What's going on, Brass? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I was just
stick to the top.
Listen to this show killer. Get him out of here.
Oh man.
We just coming in from the city, and this is on topic though, but it's a little different. Just everybody be aware of them threats coming out of Palestine right now. But moving forward, the hold on, man. All right. So yeah, I hear you. The with Rizza Islam, you know, one of the reasons why you really cannot take him serious, bro, is he got a long history of scamming. This is not like the first scam. He got a long history of scamming. And always when I talk about pseudo killers, the one thing I do know about pseudo people is they tend to argue with each other because none of them is talking from a foundation. Farrakhan doesn't even deal with Rizza Islam. And he's in the Nation of Islam. Farrakhan has put out information going against Rizza Islam. So he can't even please the people that he wake up and deal with every day. He can't even get along with those people. So how you think he's gonna to do anything solid? The man said he went through a whole bunch of sources. He vetted through a whole bunch of scientists and this, that, and the third. How? Who? How do you go to all them people with nothing solid? See, we're the people on the front line, pseudo killers that deal with pseudos every day. We'll sit and have a conversation with Sunchild or That Good Guy or Ghana or any range of pseudos. Morpheus, good morning. But at the end of the day, these people don't sit there and listen to that garbage. They won't sit there and play with you. They won't talk to you all day long. So he's a bona fide pseudo. I'm glad you recognize him. And it's a kick dough policy on all pseudos. What's up, Chef?
Think he might be working.
But well, back to you, brother Banger.
What's good, man? I'm trying to get this source I want to read in our masterclass. Came up in our masterclass, right? Good one. Just need to find it, man.
I think we need to also, I'm with Tiff. I think we need to start recognizing brother Sunchild as he might be an agent, bro.
Oh man, don't call him.
He might be an agent. He coming in here to kill the shows, bro.
It's up to me. No, I don't like that word. I don't like nobody when they call me that. He's not an agent. It's up to me to say we're not doing it. So we're actually not doing it.
He gonna
I'm,
be on
I'm,
spirituality. 5 years from now, we're gonna be talking about
Yeah,
a
I'm
whole
not
nother
doing
situation.
that.
Hey, so I had
Yeah,
this thing about spirituality. Stop the cap. Nobody want to hear that all day.
yeah, he having fun, man.
Hmm. Although I didn't call him an Asian brass, but I do agree that I think he's trying to wiggle his way around,
Mm-hmm.
the protocols. That I do see. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, get Bobby
well,
to
it's,
look up
He dead
sources.
heard you say. He dead heard you say. Well, this is what we talking about. What do you have to say on the topic? And
Right.
then commence to say, well, back to what I was saying about African spirituality.
Right.
Come on,
That's
bro. Don't
that's
nobody
that
want to hear that.
that's that slick stuff right there.
Yeah.
hey, brother, could you prefer if I left?
Huh?
He,
What?
he, he don't even know if you here.
There is no link posted in the chat. Like you maybe
Yeah,
you know what, you
yeah.
can go on YouTube and like pull up some videos on how to post in the chat and stuff like that. You can do, take a few lessons and then come back prepared.
Right.
That's very
Okay, I'll do that.
yeah.
And again, before I leave, I'll just say the name of that article is Spirituality as a Scientific Construct. It even goes as far as to mention spirituality as it pertains to atheism, and that they may just in fact be compatible as well. It's called atheistic spiritualism. But I'll
Why
leave
don't
it
you?
at
Why,
that.
why you ain't figured out how to get you the daggone thing though?
I'm sorry.
Why you ain't figured out how to post a link, yo?
Man, we
Well, I'm on my phone and it's just a lot to do, but I'm not asking for much. Just to type it into Google and the article will pop right up. If you're not interested, I'll just leave.
yeah, Bobby don't they don't do that. The pseudo killers don't be getting your sources for you. I said it like 5 times. I wish Bobby would co-sign that because I ain't never seen him get nobody else's source ever.
Oh, you think I'm gonna help a nigga punch me in the mouth?
Like he's not gonna do it. So
Yeah,
come
okay.
back when you when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
when you learn how to post it or something.
Yeah, I found it. I found it interesting. Spirituality being described as a scientific construct, as much as I found science being called a social construct.
Oh my goodness.
And I think it's a very interesting discussion.
All right. Well, maybe we'll talk about it again next week or something. Maybe that'll be a topic for next week.
Yeah,
But
that's what we
today
on
the
the next
topic
one.
is
Hey,
Rizza Islam.
yeah, that's what we at, man. We got to definitely stay on course, man. We can't let you just run around where you think you can do the most damage at, yo.
Right.
Okay, good. And I'll just
Yeah.
leave you with the words.
You don't know how to type.
A
You
sort
can't
of,
type in the damn source
Bobby,
though.
let it go.
No, I want to read it.
well,
I want to have read the garbage before. That's what I want to do. I want to at least be able to read the nonsense.
like I said, I have tried it, not just on this platform, but on other platforms. I'll Google and see if I get any better technologically.
Mhm.
But if you don't mind, it's spirituality as a scientific construct.
All right,
Yeah, I
thank
know, but
you.
why? I mean, but why would you even think about what you? So you can't even get. You don't even know that's wild.
It's Bobby's fault, y'all. I blame Bobby now. Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm saying in your mind, yo, you don't see how wild it is, yo.
Well, I've been on other
The very nature
platforms
of it.
who
Hold
have
on,
been able
the
to
very
type
nature.
something and then bring
No,
up
the
an
very
article. I'm
nature
not
of what you saying.
sure
The
why.
very nature of what you saying. Like, why would spirituality need science? And then what the hell then?
Well,
If
that's why I'm asking
spirituality
you to
needs
look at the
science, then why would
article.
you
It
even need
explains why.
science? If spirituality needs science, right? Then why would you need spirituality? You just would do science. Say Coos tried the same thing. Why do you need science if you got spirit? Dude, there is no logical answer on why spirituality. God don't need science. I never understand why human beings always approach me with the complete foolery. Why would God be the master scientist?
Well, I'm not making it up, brother. To mention.
I can't keep hearing that. Why would God need science? I'm not going to believe in God not unless he's the master scientist. Huh? Man, you know the first scientist was God. Come on, yo. Come on, son child, man. Knock it off, man. Like, why would spirituality even have to be compatible with science? Why can't they just exist in their own space?
Well, that's
Why are
answered in
you,
the
man?
article.
I'm talking, yo. Why can't spirituality be spirituality? You know, if that's your go-to, have at it. And then when it come time to understand science and matters of science, right, to stop people like Rizza Islam from kicking foolery, then we use that. Man, if you're in a wild accident and you about to die, man, go ahead and pray. If one of your family members is locked up in jail and you're trying to get the bail money, go ahead and pray. Go do it. Go traditional on them. Go get a goat, sacrifice, do all that. Who cares? I'm simply saying that spirituality is incompatible with science. That's what I'm saying. That the very nature of understanding the natural world is incompatible with the supernatural world. Science requires empirical data. There's no empirical data on God. You can just say anything out. The microphone is definitely God. The movement of my finger, God woke me up today. You can say anything. Okay. Fine. No problem. Got you. Man, it's just like on purpose. I think people do this on purpose, man. Man, the dude played the tape at the debate, and the tape clearly said, man, I ain't going against your spirituality. Only thing I'm saying is, I'm telling you that it's not, your religion is not compatible with science, yo. And it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Now, here's my source. Hold on, before I read my source, right? What's up, the good guy?
Yo, I'm not Say Cool. I don't know why people in the chat keep saying this is Say Cool burner account.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, though? What's on your mind?
Did you go look up that declassified about the COVID-19, that declassified article on the declassified information?
Yeah, you're nuts as usual.
It's not nuts. I'm asking you a question.
I said, yeah, and you're nuts as usual. That's what I said.
So looking at declassified information is nuts?
No, that's not. The fact, the way you try.
All right.
On, man.
I asked you a question. Did you look at?
Why y'all always try to do that, man? You talking about the COVID, the lab leak one, yo? That?
Yeah.
Okay. And what? That ain't move no needle nowhere.
I asked you a question. Did you look at it?
I said, yeah. And based off me reading it, you are a nut the way you tried to play it. That's what I said. I wouldn't.
So what makes me a nut?
Man. What you mean, what makes you a nut? The same way.
Are you going to pull it up for the people to see it?
No, there we go again. Another person when we pull up their source. Boy, better get that straight, yo. Not pulling up nothing. Get to no long, wild discussion over something that you know damn well don't change where we at. It's at the same place. 1% chance. Same spot. There's no evidence. That declassified document did not bring evidence that there was a lab leak. At no time during the pandemic did any scientist say that there could not be a possibility of it being a lab leak. Lab leaks do occur. It's not the end of the damn world. Like at the end of the day, if it was a lab leak, we still need to deal with it and handle it. What the hell does that have to do with a vaccine, though? What does that have to do with the treatment and the way your immune system works? What does that have to do with viruses and pathogens? Now, it don't got nothing to do with it because you still would have to deal with it. And vegetables and cabbage and vitamin C ain't gonna get it. It's which y'all promote. So even if it was a lab leak, then what? What's the fix? You still would have to move to what I'm saying. Come on, man. By the way, the lab wasn't in America. It was in China. So whatever China doing, don't put it on us. Come on, man. Don't make the black community responsible for that. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing ever, yo. Lab leak, all of a sudden, all the material, all the books I got is rendered wrong. Man, are you serious right now, yo? Yeah, man, the way people think is wild to me, man. Just the whole way they do their thing, the way they do it. And man, come on, yo. I ain't got time for that one. Yeah, that's you doing way too much. And where the hell is the daggone source at?
So the flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine are similar, or is it more like the COVID vaccine is more like the MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine? Is it more like that?
I think the flu shot is the second generation. I don't have an mRNA flu vaccine that I know of yet. Might be one working on it. I don't know it to be that yet. It's two separate types of technology, though. One is second generation, one is third generation, using the RNA. And what that got to do with it? Nothing. Just say I'm not taking it. Don't put no misinformation on it, and you dope. I ain't mad at the person. Do you think y'all tripping? Y'all see y'all sitting there thinking the brother cares if you get a vaccine. I actually don't. I want to be the one to laugh at you when you pass out. It could have been all right. I'm that guy and say, ha ha, that was funny. You just got somebody sick in your family. Ha ha. Wow. After all that sticking out your chest. Bananas. Yeah, come on, man. I don't nope. Don't get it. I don't ever want you to get the vaccine.
No.
I want you to take your vitamins every day. I want you to exercise. I want you to eat right, man, and be married. Please do not get vaccinated, bro. Yeah, I'm not advocating that you.
It was
been getting on my
mandated
nerves
for us
for
to
2
get
years about this.
vaccinated.
I'm not advocating you get it.
It was mandated for us to get it in New York City.
Oh man, nope. Not going through that. Nope. Miss Kitty, what's going on?
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing, sis? What's on your mind?
I just had a quick question.
What's the question?
You made a reference a few minutes ago to a master class and the source being mentioned in your master class.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to know which master class it was.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
Classroom
All right.
Sources. It's actually
I'm
go
sorry.
to it's Neil deGrasse Tyson,
Uh-huh.
and it's entitled "This is Serious." Ain't once you get this in you, and they done. Is actually called Teaching Scientific Thinking and Communication. And I can't believe okay. And here's I'm great. Show the source. I want to find it. Hold on. I'll show you the source right here. Learn more. Richard Dawkins, Carl Sagan. Hold on 1 second. You got the master classes?
I don't, but I just downloaded the app.
Oh yeah, it's over with now. You're gonna be looking at everybody like they, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, man.
So it's like a live type of thing then.
It's live, it's videos. Particularly that class, you can see how I go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different things on there. A whole lot of different things. And it's just is important, right? Because it's going to give you the experts and how they feel about the subject matter. So it's not just listening to me, right? You can get up there and go through whatever you want. Like I watched the masterclasses. It was on the first lady, I forget her name, that was actually stayed in the wild with chimpanzees. The thing was so damn interesting,
Mm-hmm.
for me, right? It absolutely was. And it just, we as a marginalized community don't actually get a chance to be plugged into stuff like that. Everybody else around us is plugged into it. We get plugged in to DJ Envy and them.
Right.
That type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can't get a good speaker that's actually really informing us, right, on matters of science and stuff. Just a regular person. We can't get that. We always get some wild person that think it's a great thing to be on a wild list.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's a badge. How's that a badge of honor, misrepresenting clear-cut data? So yeah. Now, where's the statement right here? I think the statement is Neil. Let me see. conversation they having right here was Dawkins and Neil. Neil has a tolerance, whereas though Dawkins don't. And they always go back and forth. And just to hear them two go back and forth, man, it's always a powerful conversation. I like to take bits and pieces from them. I think it's very, very, very educational for us. Let my kids read the material, look at it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't force nothing on my kids. I let them, take their time. So I think the answer is right here. It says, on the issue of reconciling science and the omnipotent deity, Neil takes both a hard and unyielding stance and a more complex one. Let there be no doubt that as they are currently practiced, there can be no common ground between science and religion. He writes in the same essay, later collected in his book, Death by Black Hole. Okay? The claims on science rely on experimental verification, while the claims of religion rely on faith. Remember Lex came in here and said, yo, faith is a force. There are irreconcilable approaches to knowing, which ensures an eternity of debate. Whereas, whenever the two camps meet, we're going to get this back and forth like me and that brother going to always have. It is. Simple as that. But it goes on to say, although just as a hostage negotiation, it's probably best to keep both sides talking to each other. Right? And also, I wasn't even sharing that. So this is actually the source right here, man. All right. And so who opinion you think I'm going to take? Right here. Yeah. It's the source right here. Yeah. It you can keep believing it, but your belief in it does not make it true. The good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe it. Yeah. So, for me, man, I don't need to run around. I don't need to just act like it ain't what it is. Like, I accept it for what it is. So I don't need another author to come back, because I understand how science works. I understand, the reliance on experimentation. You cannot experiment on whether deity is real. You can't experiment of whether the spiritual force or whether you got a soul or not. You can't, yo. But it's right here, yo. Here you go. That's what I just read. All right, and that's Neil deGrasse Masterclass. Yeah. So we have tools, man, to help us, fight against the way our brain is thinking, man. Matter of fact, if I was to tell you that our brain didn't even evolve for us to think, now you're like, oh man, we got a whole show based on that. We're gonna go on chapter 1, man. The 7 principles of the brain. That's a good one. Right? Make sure you tune into that. Go back and look at the show. Most people don't know how their brain operates.
StreamYard, so that you can share information, tab,
I can't hear you.
show you really coolly tricked
Who is that line open? Of course. Sunchild. Yep. Hey, man, get them likes up, man. We appreciate it, man. Show that love, man. Share the show, man. We want to get up to 4,000 viewers, man. All day, every day, yo. Would you say, Juju? Who didn't understand what you're saying? They took. Oh man. All right. Let's see. GOF. Goof. What? They took the spike protein and made it more acceptable to humans. They actually it wasn't even a real thing. Protein, the spike protein. All right. It was a fake. And it convinced the body that was really the spike protein. The spike protein. You know, the mechanism that connected to the virus. Right? Yeah, man. So look, y'all gonna have to read and study, man. And yeah, and no, son, child. I don't know what come on, man. You picked the first thing Googled, bro. Stop it. Get that right, man. I had to get that right, man. Any more questions for anybody? Besides the whole God conversation, I don't feel like doing a God conversation today. I'm talking about the way people disseminate misinformation. And let me hold on, royal science. Hold on, let me get here. Let me show you what the actual source is right here. Y'all can get this, man. If y'all get y'all folder, man. If y'all in the server, man, y'all can get to this, man. Here you go. Neil deGrasse Tyson teaches scientific thinking and communications. Y'all will have access to this. All right. Yeah, the whole deal is just counterintuitive, man. It just take time to study. Yeah, and it would seem like spirituality and science would be compatible with each other until you actually break it down and understand what the two items are and how both items are human endeavors. Yeah, and the only way science can work is if it's separated from that, because it's going to throw in all your biases and all what you think it should be and all your beliefs and all based off the region and your religion and all that. It's going to affect it. It just is. So at the end of the day, when you're thinking that God created man and the whole planet in 7 days, how do you make that compatible with science? You can't. There's no data. People try it. It's called creation science. They try like hell to do it, and it comes off pseudoscience. Then it's wild. The whole intelligent design argument is an attempt to push together science and creationism. It's already been tried forever, and those that are religious will always try to do that. Yeah. You can go on the internet and pull up anything. You can go on the internet and pull up vaccines effective, right? And for a long time, the pseudo channels was getting more and more hits, right, on said subject. The books with misinformation was getting more and more hits on the disinformation. What's up, Chef? What you work? Chef working. What's up, DQ?
Man, you already know, baby. I'm good. Tapping in. Pseudo killer is what it is. Hope everybody having a blessed morning, afternoon.
Oh yeah, all day, every day, yo.
Yeah, we good. How are you?
Another day, another 1,000. You know me.
Heard that.
Like fighting over God this morning. We wanted to just make sure that we understand what the conversation really was about. It was about having the tools to deconstruct the wild information that Rizza Islam put out on that platform.
It's crazy, right? When I first seen it, the first thing that I recognized was that the dude who asked the question was actually smarter than him. But he was in a situation where he couldn't be combative. But if you listen to what he asked him, it was actually rhetorical. It was actually rhetorical. He said that I'm afraid that people like you who put out this information don't even know that it's wrong.
He said people like you, he used the devil. He didn't say that.
Well, he was basically saying that people
black
who are
leaders,
not credentialed and black leaders, you feel me, can put out information that they don't even know is wrong. So he don't even know. The dude was saying like people like you, right, and your ilk could be putting out misinformation and not even know it. You can sound so convincing. You feel me? So how do we protect ourselves from you? That's basically what he was saying. The conversation went off, but he couldn't be combative. But just the way that he asked the question, it was rhetorical for the Yoda to say, how do you know that you're right? And Rizza
Yeah, I got it.
Islam went off into a whole litany of how he write because I double checked the source and I do this. Bro, for real, like you not even in the field. But dude was
Yeah.
actually sharper than Rizza Islam.
Well, he should have showed it all the way then. You don't have
He
to be
couldn't.
combative.
It
Oh
wasn't
yeah, well
his
then you.
platform.
Yeah, but I would never been. But you gave me the right to ask the question. Then you should also give me the right, in a timely, efficient manner, respectful manner to say, no, you made that up.
Yeah. He,
Yeah,
but
yo, you made that's
Rizza
not
would
how
have
science
never.
work. I don't want to get into this right now. That's actually not how science work. There's no experts that actually say what you're saying, and yeah, there's a lot of we've seen your work. There's a lot of pseudoscientists to say the things you're saying, and that's it. Let's move on. That's how you got to do them, dog.
Yeah, but dude ain't is
He on the platform. What's
polished.
his name? What's his name though?
I don't even know the dude, but I know the dude really talks about hip hop. So he wasn't even in a position to actually challenge Rizza. He not you. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
He wouldn't have been, but you can tell that he knew better that you
College.
shouldn't be. Yeah, but he
Okay.
wasn't as polished to get his shit off
Yeah.
like you would have been able to get it off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Before they start cutting you off, saying you know what I mean? Because the whole panel would have jumped him. You feel me? They would have jumped him. You feel me? You used to going on platforms where you can get a little smidget off and you know
get it
everybody
off.
gonna jump you. You
Yeah, I
feel
get a
me?
lot off. I can navigate a lot off. Yep. There's a way you got to do that. You just navigate through. You don't do like Sunchild do. He come up here with the shit. The first thing he Googles spirituality. Stop it, man.
Yeah. So dude wasn't gonna be able to win that. You feel me?
No,
Like,
he wasn't gonna win it, but he could put it out there. You could no, he wasn't. That's not a win situation there.
yeah, and he would have discredited himself from the rest of the conversation, right? When they start talking about hip hop or anything, once the crowd go left and that type of range, you see it happens over on Sinetta, right? Once you start saying something that makes sense, the crowd go left on you. You feel me? They go left on you. It's hard to make sense around certain people. You feel me? Yeah. Now everything that you say afterwards, now they ain't even listening to you, huh? You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean, that dude knew the situation. He was smart enough to know that.
Hey, Sunchild.
Yeah.
Put your face in the camera. Let me make sure you ain't wishing comment. What? We looking at you. You don't know. You probably don't know your camera. I'm looking at you. You can't even work the technique. Crazy.
Yeah, that's not
Hey,
happening.
may I ask another question out?
Huh?
May I ask a question?
What?
It seems to me that the violence in the vaccine, that whole episode is rather old now. But it seems like we're still discussing it as if there's a chance that it might become relevant again. Is there something you know that we don't know?
What? Did anybody understand what you just said? Get closer to the mic, yo.
Nope, didn't understand it.
Can you pull up the double blind study?
Well, again, my question is, in my opinion, COVID is old news. But we're still talking about it today as if it's relevant. And we're using old videos of Rizza Islam even. So my question is there something you know that this conversation about COVID and perhaps mandate will become relevant to us again soon?
This video was a day ago, yo. So I don't know how that's old. Okay.
Okay, I thought it was an old video. I apologize.
No. And this COVID thing is year round now. So it's it's relevant. The COVID has not went anywhere. The difference is that you actually have. Let me show you what the difference is, bro.
I know what you're about to say, huh?
What I'm about to say, I'm gonna let you say it.
They having Senate meetings going at the Fauci about this.
Man, stop, man. Go ahead.
The only thing different is we got 82% of the population.
They have
There
Senate.
you go. There you go.
I already knew where you was going.
There you go. Go to look. Here you go. Look, here's the difference.
That don't make any sense though. Just
know
because you get vaccinated don't mean that you can't get it.
Yeah, you're right. It
No,
say,
you
look,
definitely can get infected, but you won't get the disease. But we're not going to go
So
down
the
that
fact
route.
that you're vaccinated means what?
come on, man, you howling and
To
screaming right now.
protect you from harmful disease. Like, how many times we got to repeat that over and over again?
Yeah, here you go. Here go the population right here, yo. 1 dose complete. That's in the red. Look, there you go. 270,227,181 people, or 81% of this population, right? Then fully vaccinated, 230,337,348 people, or 70% of the population as of May 10/23, bro. Yeah, here you go. US facts. All right. Now that lets you have something else. How does COVID vaccine differ by sex? Okay. Percentage of people by sex receiving at least 1 dose or fully vaccinated. Males, females seem to be a little more smarter than the dudes on that. Funny, crazy. What percentage of people in each range received COVID-19 vaccine? Here go all the figures right here. Older people, they definitely need it the most, right? Because at the older you get, your immune system starts to wane. Okay. All right. So I would be in this range, right? So of course. All right. Yeah, younger, 5. Okay. Then under 2. All right. There you go. 5 to 11, 12 to 7. All right. So that's how I go. And I'm saying, like, we're not sitting here acting like what percentage of people in each race or ethnic group? Let's see. Look, there you go, white people. 109,248,026 people, or 55%. Multi, 4 million. So 109 million received at least 1 dose. All right. No, that's the pink. Yeah.
Yeah, and that and 290 would get me on
fully
the track.
vaccinated. Look, fully vaccinated, almost 1 million. Now, multi or other. All right, look at that. Hawaiian people receive, look, 70% of their population. Black people, where we at? 20 million. Fully vaccinated, 18 million. Asians. All right. So there you go, bro. So the people that you're trying to kill, they ain't as vaccinated as high as the white people that you claim trying to kill them. So maybe they got a whole different thing altogether. That's what y'all want to lead us to believe. Then you got by states. Where's New York at? New York. New York, where they got 97%, 92%, and 79%. Yeah, New York was like ground zero in that situation, man. We seen how they suffered through it. Yeah, they got some high rates. They just like, come on, man. Where's Maryland at? Maryland. No, that's ND. Oh, that's good. Here you go. 90% of the population, 78% of the population. Yeah, man. So look, I refuse at this point. Just put out the good crystal clear information, man. It's right there, yo. So yes, the reason we outside right now is because of high level medical science, not because of Rizza Islam them, not because of our wild back in the 50 organizations. They would have had us out here sick. Right. And I wish it was a study, bro, that could actually monitor the population, the people in the Nation of Islam, the people in the Moors, all these anti-vax people, yo. I wish we could have a monitoring system to monitor, how did they family work? Because I done heard people say, yo, we safe. We ain't gonna get it. You don't know you got. I ain't never got it. How you know? 50% of the people, I'm saying, they get it, don't even know they got it. Asymptomatic.
They fall into the population of black people in those states. They're not separate. As much as they want to act like they are, you feel me? They go to the doctors like everybody else. It's rhetoric. It sounds good, right? The worst thing they do is misinform other people, right? But when they get sick, they go to the doctors too, right? They know that bean soup and bean pie and milk, that shit don't work. They real human beings, right? Nation of Islam people live in the same communities as us, right? They ain't walking across the street without looking both ways, right? We got to stop tripping off of these people, religious people. But one thing I want to say, the irony of it, right, y'all? Check this out. They're in a barbershop, right? They're in a barbershop, right? Talking about the CDC, right? Infection and all of that. A barbershop is under the federal government. They have to follow all CDC and FDA regulated. You know what I mean? You have to learn, listen, all of this stuff about infection and infectious control, I teach it. So the irony of them being in a barbershop spreading that rhetoric, a barber can't even believe that stuff, because if they did, they'd be spreading disease all through communities. So we have to follow federal and state mandates in order to operate as a barber or a barbershop, right? Everything that we use come from the FDA, OSHA, and everything else.
Yeah,
and it has to be able to kill bloodborne pathogens, right? It has to be able to kill airborne pathogens, right? It has to be able to kill all of these chemicals that we use is designed to stop the spread of viruses and infectious disease. Everything in the barbershop. Anything that you do wrong and you don't use the right thing to kill a bloodborne pathogen or an airborne pathogen, you're subject to fines and to be shut down. Simple and plain.
But you can't go to the Nation of Islam and say, yo, can we eat the Navy beans?
The black community is actually, the black community is actually smarter than what we give them credit for. You dig what I'm saying? These people like Rizza Islam and them, they're outliers, right? They're outliers.
You think so?
Yes, they're outliers.
The Nation of Islam is an outlier group? Man, everybody know about them, yo. Everybody know about the Nation.
Everybody know about them, but don't nobody listen to that shit.
Oh, not no more anyway, right?
They sound crazy in 2023. That newspaper looked crazy in 2023.
Oh man, out there with the newspaper, yo, on the hot summer, yo, with the full length outfit on.
Looks crazy. The bean pie even too sweet now for people. Black people be like, yo, that shit got too much sugar in it. Like black people, yo, we ain't as bad off as you think, yo.
No, I didn't think, but we
they stuck.
Yeah, but
and
we
it sounds good for people to still.
Our life expectancy did drop though. African Americans' life expectancy did drop during the pandemic more than anybody else, damn near.
But everybody's dropped, right?
Yeah, but we got close to the most. Let me see.
What about the birth rate for black women giving birth?
What? You got that wrong. You mean black women dying giving birth?
Yeah, dying in the giving birth. Yes.
That's interesting.
Hey, look, who did we argue with the most on COVID? We had argued with American Dream, remember?
Yeah.
And he ended up taking the damn vaccine.
Yeah.
So it's all rhetoric, right? And we argued with him for months and found out he had been took it.
Yeah, he did. That was funny. Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, come on.
Yeah, that was funny.
Chef, I think I'm trying to help you understand. Like, I got children that's in school, so yes, I understand kids got to get their vaccinations.
Do you? But, hold on. Do you stop right there? Do you? Are your kids vaccinated?
Like I said, my kids go to public school, so
I know.
obviously,
are they vaccinated?
They go to public school, so yes, they are vaccinated.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so now I don't ever want to hear from you again, because now you fronting.
I'm fronting.
Yeah, because you supposed to not have them vaccinated, bro. With all the talk you got, you definitely ain't supposed to send your kids vaccinated, bro. So I no longer am I listening to you. I will no longer argue with you again. You like my Uncle Jerry. Yeah, he like my Uncle Jerry. Remember Uncle Jerry used to come on the show and we fight over the vaccines. Look, my aunt and them, right? My aunt and they made the nigga get that. My aunt and his wife made the nigga get the vaccine, right? So whenever the conversation comes, he's like, yo, we don't want to listen to you. I be like, I can't listen to you, bro. You got the vaccine, yo. Yeah, but they made me. I say, nope. We not listening to you. We turn around, start talking about something else. That's how I got through you, good guy. Because you love your kids so much, bro, that you ain't taking a chance with them, yo. And I respect you for that, bro. Trust me, you ain't that crazy as I thought you was. So I take it all back. You're not a nut. You just wild.
I had to get the shot.
You had to.
What?
But what's the point? I'm curious to know what's the point of him saying that. I know you don't like when I ask what's the point. Because I live in New York City because I'm in New York City and nobody in their right mind wants to be around almost 9 million people, and we're all walking around here transmitting deadly diseases. Like, that's ridiculous. So just the same way that it's okay for your children to be in a public school and be vaccinated for a reason, you can't be in a place like New York City and not understand why that's the best thing to do, let alone the rest of the world. I don't understand. So I'm curious to see what the point you were trying to make about that.
What does the science say?
I can't even move.
You say take the vaccine.
I can't even. Did this guy just say his whole family is vaccinated and you vaccinated? Bro, you're done. You had me for a minute.
They playing. That's what I keep saying.
I keep telling you, there was mandates in New York City. You couldn't get a job.
You playing, yo.
Right. Why should you be?
I'm not taking nothing that's going to kill me. I'm not taking nothing that's going to kill me.
Right. Like, why would I want to go to work and be around a whole bunch of people that's unvaccinated, risking my life? Is that fair, the good guy?
Hey, good guy, you're really a good guy, yo. And I'm definitely not.
Come on.
Hey, listen. They didn't kick his door in, right? He walked into that office and told them to give it to him, right? They didn't have to hold him down, right? So these people are playing. Trust me.
Man, I'm mad that you've been playing with me all this time, yo, for 3 years, yo. You've been playing, yo. It would have been nice to know that I gotta treat you like my Uncle Jerry, man. Stop it, man. You playing. Ladies and gentlemen, man, put a 1 in the chat if this man is playing. Yo, he been playing with us for 3 years, yo. I always said he's a good guy, man. Come on, man, that good guy. Why you do me like that for 3 years, yo? You see what I'm saying, Miss Tiff?
Listen, I only got one shot. I had to get at least one.
I don't want to hear that,
One
man.
is enough.
One is enough.
If you thought this shit was going to kill you, if you thought it was going to kill you, and you still took it, you bluffing.
You bluffing, DQ. This man that bluffed us the whole time, yo.
I did the research. It only lasts up to 3 months. So I'm like, all right.
Top-notch anti-vax on the channel, yo.
So he has his bets. He just got the shot. Good for you.
Are you serious, yo? You cannot be doing this, yo. You mean we won?
You see me with construction on. I can't be out here without being vaccinated.
Exactly. Exactly. Unless you wanted to go get another job where it wasn't required. Ain't that right? That good guy.
Good guy.
That's how I be on unemployment.
When the truth be told, Rizza Islam probably got it.
I know, yo.
It's crazy.
They playing, yo. They playing.
Especially if people are traveling across the world. They know they got to be vaccinated. I don't know why they acting like that.
Oh, wow. Bro, man, listen, man. We need to put you on like some kind of administrative leave or something.
I'm giving you your chant of that Brooklyn Magic. How about that?
Damn. You follow me all the way to Sarnetta channel. Pop up. I'm over here. I'm on the pseudo. And only to find out that you're vaccinated? Are we serious right now? And see, this is what's really going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm convinced that not only you're vaccinated, that most of the people that tell y'all not to get vaccinated is actually vaccinated now.
Yep.
And ain't nobody.
I believe it.
Damn.
Yeah. They realized that job was more important.
And they seen people dying. Look, that fear of not wanting to be on that ventilator. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they can come on here and talk all that craziness. Ain't nobody want that ventilator, yo.
It was like I'd rather I'd
It had
rather keep my job
right.
than
It
listen
was
to
hedging
Rizza
the
Islam
bet.
for real. They was
It was like, let me see.
you probably was a holdout for a little bit though. I'm sure you was a
You
holdout.
already know.
You was a holdout to the bitter and he till it got serious. They started, hold on now. Don't take my money. Hold on now. I'm okay. When they hit him with the rubber meet the road, all right now, I'm gonna take it. You went there, you closed your eyes like this. And you got it. And guess what? You didn't die. You waited to die, though. You probably still waiting to grow some extra arms or something. I'm not going to doubt you on that. Right? So now that you done had the shot and ain't nothing happened to you, now what, yo? Tell us the truth.
Like I said, it don't last that long. It only lasts in your body, but it said 3 months.
But doesn't it? But aren't
No,
there
that's not
lasting
true.
effects though? Aren't there still lasting effects of the vaccine? Am I
So,
wrong?
Yeah.
what is it? Myocarditis? I can't say it, right? So there's information out there that they say is not good for kids and children and teenagers. That's my point. My point is, the youth, and if they don't need it, why did they why still mandated for schools?
Look who on your side. He lying too. Look, he got his new name, sophisticated pseudo, sophisticated. Lex, I've never gotten vaccinated. I know, man.
Bobby, you should probably make a statement of your stance before you end the video on this topic. And you know why I'm saying that. Just go ahead and make your statement and make it real clear. Go ahead.
This is a pro-vax channel.
There you go.
We practice scientific literacy. We promote scientific literacy. We promote the experts at high levels. We're not listening to the God man who got vaccinated. We're not listening to nobody in the chat. We promote science for the well-being of humanity. We promote science as a tool that can help some of the ills in the African American community, like, for instance, literacy, financial literacy, scientific literacy. 90% of the people that's in the juvenile system are illiterate. We aim to change that. Shout out to Dr. Oyal Mayat. Appreciate everybody come through, man. Man, hit that cash app going out the door, man. Let me read it off, man. Brass always in the building, man. He don't be playing. Appreciate you, Brass, man. It's always love. Who else we got? B Money. Yep, B Money always show love, man. Julian Commodore always show love. Anthony Bowman, that's my man, yo. I gotta send you a cash app, Anthony Bowman, based off that work you put in yesterday, man. I enjoy learning, man. Anthony does a great job, man. Yep. I said Brass, and then we got Lenny. All right. Yeah, Carlos, appreciate you. Yeah, man. So, man, listen, man, we appreciate the show. It was fun, man. Now that we find out that my man is vaccinated, after chasing me around YouTube, yo, for 3 years, this man chased me around. He would pop up. And the only reason I kept talking to him because he really was a good guy. I understand it. Sunchild's a good guy. He just, it's gonna take some time, man. Lex a good guy too, man. He just try to always convert us. And nobody feel like hearing that conversion speech all the time, man. If you could just get right to it, you know what I'm saying? Then that'd be better for us, man. Man, we appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been a great show as usual, man. You know we're going live tonight, man. It's that time, right? We definitely doing it, man. So we appreciate that, man. Y'all know how we ended, man. We just want to upgrade around here, man.
Hey, can I say something?
Nope. Later on. We try, not unless you're trying to upgrade. If you ain't trying to upgrade, bro, we ain't got time for that. Make a closing statement. Go ahead.
The name of the article is Spirituality as a Scientific Construction.
We got it.
In his dying moments.
Turn that DQ up.
Hey, Sunchild, you vaccinated? Hey, man, just upgrade y'all thinking, man. Upgrade y'all relationships, man. Upgrade y'all quality of life, man. Man, groove that thing right, man. Man, make sure y'all support the show. We want to hit 4,000 down, man. Subscribe to the Pseudo Killers, man. Subscribe to the Community Skeptics, man. We're moving in the proper direction, man. We're definitely not listening to Lex. He's out of his mind.
Knowing me, I'll probably be in a toxic relationship. You on top of me. If the topic is truly timeless, the conversation should be how I'm and regaining my peace. Shout out to my Virgo women cooking the feast. Got a Pisces, stay in the hood, that girl a freak. Can't lie, certain Geminis ain't for me, but it's on key, cause certain upgrades cost a fee. Yeah, so we can slide and glide. I know you want it. Known to provide the vibe, the moment. Hit the clubhouse, then clubhouse to the morning. Fall in love with the mind, the body is just a bonus. Careful with what I'm searching, Siri be taking notice. All the pictures I'm liking, algorithm is golden. Melanated the lightness, all these women get chosen. Hershey kiss to the forehead, yeah.
Tap, tap, tap on your touch screen. Every single day, the same
Hey,
routine.
send me his shirt size,
Click
yo.
refresh once again and
All right, I got you.
same thing. Tried everything I could do. At this point, I have no clue. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade. I'm model much better than you. Yeah, shiny and new. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade. I'm model much better than you. Yeah, shiny and new. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade.
Y'all pull it down, need an upgrade. Swipe left, update, need an upgrade. Y'all pull it down, need an upgrade. Swipe left, update, need an upgrade. Y'all pull it down, need an upgrade. Swipe left, update, need an upgrade. Y'all pull it down, need an upgrade. Need an upgrade.
Hey, man. I'm your host, God Killer, a.k.a. Bobby Banger, man. We here at the Center for the Study of Pseudoisms. Pseudo Killers on deck, man. Community skeptics, man. Sit back and relax and understand what's going on around you, man. Guard your intellectual property, man, is important moving forward, man. We advocate scientific literacy, man. We advocate pushing, moving Black Americans in a productive, positive manner. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. Appreciate the Cash Apps, man. I see everybody there, man. I see you, Juju, the Pseudo Killer official, man. It's all good, man. Appreciate all the work. Appreciate all the people in the joint, man. Appreciate everybody, man. And especially I appreciate the Pseudo Killer Army, man. See y'all tonight, man. We'll be on the channel. We're going to be deep, man. Make sure y'all there, man. Hit 100,000 people in the building, man. We there, man. Taking the high-level conversation to a new level. Black African power.